everyone. Welcome to Monday Devotionals. My name is Ken Burkey, and this week, like last week, we're going to do a devotional every day of the week based on this scripture. I want to jump right into this. Isaiah 9:6. Isaiah, the prophet Isaiah, which our church is named after a chapter from Isaiah, Isaiah chapter 58, where God speaks through the prophet Isaiah and says, hey, God says, I'm not thrilled with all your religious gyrations and all your antics and activities. Get back to breaking the chains of injustice and serving those that are in need. And that's what our church is based on, Isaiah 58. So Isaiah prophesied a lot about the coming of the Messiah. He wrote all of these prophecies 700 years before Christ was actually born. And there's this beautiful prophecy found in Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6, that we're going to look at each day this week. I'll kind of introduce it to you today. Isaiah 9:6 says, "For to us a child is born, and to us a son is given, and he will be called four things," and we'll talk about each one of these four the next 4 days. It says, "The Messiah will come as a child, and he will be called a wonderful counselor, a mighty God, an everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace." What a gift that we can receive this Christmas season, that the one who came, Emmanuel, God with us, the one we celebrate, can be our wonderful counselor. Anybody here need some wisdom in our lives? Anybody ever choose your own wisdom? It didn't go so well. So we're going to look tomorrow at God's wisdom. How do we obtain this wisdom? Because God, through the teachings of Scripture, through the stories, through the life of Christ, is a wonderful counselor. And then on Wednesday, we're going to look at the power of God, that Jesus came as a baby, but he also came as the Son of God, and he performed miracles, and he transforms lives. And so we're going to look at how do we obtain and live through and offer that power of God to others. And then Thursday, we're going to talk about family, as we did yesterday. In yesterday's service, if you missed yesterday, I think it was a really practical message to help us all get through the holidays and even grow when it comes to family and relieve some stress. But it says that he is our everlasting Father. He's a faithful Father. He welcomes us and beckons us as his children into his family. And we're going to talk about what that family looks like and how it's different many times than our earthly family. And then on Friday, we're going to celebrate peace, because Jesus is the Prince of Peace. And our world is desperate for peace, and we can't solve it through political, through social ways. We can only do it through God's kingdom that brings peace. Peace to the world, peace to mankind, peace, how about this? Peace in our own mind and in our own soul. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Join us each day this week as we look at each one of these. For unto us this Christmas season, it was prophesied 700 years before the Messiah was actually born. In Isaiah 9:6, a son is given to us who is a wonderful counselor. He's a mighty, powerful God. He's an everlasting, faithful Father. And he's the Prince of Peace, and he wants to offer that to you and I. So, in the midst of all the craziness in the world, thanks for joining us each Sunday. I am so excited, not only about these devotionals this week, but I will release a blog tomorrow. We'll have Worship Wednesday. And then next Sunday, we're going to have kind of a traditional Christmas service during our Sunday service. And I've already been working on that message. And I think it's going to inspire us. And it's got me very excited. And then our Christmas Eve services, which will be online, will premiere on Tuesday the 22nd, and will be available all throughout the Christmas season. So if you want to watch it with your family, you can pick a time. If you want to watch it with your home group, you want to watch it alone, just pick a time. But it will premiere on the 22nd at 6 p.m. That's a Tuesday. And then it'll be available all throughout that time. And maybe you can share it with others. We're going to have really incredible music, Christmas music. We're going to end with Silent Night and do some candle lighting. So find some candles, start getting your candles ready, because we're going to do a candlelight service at the end. And I'm going to give a Christmas prayer, a poem, and a devotional that night too. So again, thanks for being on this journey with us, and keep joining us this week as we look at Isaiah 9:6 all week long. For unto us a child is born, a child has been given to us, who is a wonderful counselor, a mighty God, an everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace. Have a great day. Have a great day. And we'll talk to you tomorrow.